Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I'm squinting right now because we're 3 feet away from a very bright light.
Bright light, bright light, bright light.
Actually, it's the sun, and I don't know how to deal with the sun being a Seattleite. We're on vacation still, well, at least at the time of this recording, and we're streaming this video out live over a mobile broadband connection from Kauai on a cruise ship. A private balcony on a cruise ship, and a wonderful view behind us.
It's fantabulous. Actually, they can see the reflection.
Can they see it in the reflection? Oh, they can. Look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
I don't need to turn the camera around. It's right behind us.
Oh, and that would be us leaving.
And that would be, I had one too many mojitos.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. I wasn't bodily noises.
I had visions of like Queen Mary 2 and the beautiful goodbyes and the horn, and then you have to say something like that.
Well, but it's the one that...
Whatever.
Anyway, we've got 5 or so tips for things you may have to keep in mind or want to keep in mind when dealing with credit cards and vacations, not just credit cards on cruise ships, because many cruise ships, won't even take credit cards on board. They just give you a stay with the card.
You sign up for the credit card in the beginning, and all of your charges, whatever charges are on the cruise, gets transferred to that credit card.
But we're talking about just general vacations, general credit card usage. First thing you want to do is check with your credit card company for any discounts on travel or accommodations during the planning stages.
During the planning stages, because a lot of credit cards offer help with travel planning. You have to check out what card you have and what plan you have with that bank.
Or credit card, well, I guess credit card
They're all
bank.
banks.
Right, okay. So you never know how much you're going to save just by asking, hey, can I get some help? And if they have no help, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Haven't lost out on anything. Number 2, bring as few cards as possible, just what you need. I mean, Ponzi and I typically use American Express, and American Express is accepted in a variety of places. But there are some places that don't take American Express, so we usually have to take an American Express as well as MasterCard or a Visa, because you definitely want to have options. So you don't want to just bring one because you never know. You'd want to at least bring 2, because the chances of a place that takes credit cards not taking one of those 2 is pretty slim. But if you have, just leave what you can at home, so that way if something happens, if you lost or stolen, you've minimized any of the potential damage or really tracking of anything that may be lost or stolen by limiting what you take with you. 3, designate a single place for all the paperwork and receipts that you might have. Well, at least on a cruise, and usually on vacation, we designate like a drawer or a folder. All the receipts go in there. Everything that you sign, everything that you pick up, everything that you buy, all the receipts don't stay in the bags. They go directly into that place. So that way at the end of the trip, you've got all the paperwork in one spot. It can be shoved into an envelope for review later or whatever. But then
much easier to reconcile with.
So much easier to deal with if it's in one spot. Something to keep in mind at the beginning of the vacation, so you can establish this is the place. Doesn't matter where it is, so long as you both know and you both adhere to that. Or if it's a family, the whole family.
Everyone in the party.
Number 4, if you're traveling out of the country, it's usually best to notify your credit card company for a variety of reasons. Most importantly, though, so that they don't, let's say you go to Thailand and you buy some gold and it doesn't go through because the credit card companies deny the transaction because you didn't tell them you're going to Thailand. They may have thought that it was a lost or stolen card and would have frozen anything until you told them otherwise. It's usually easier to tell them ahead of time than it is to tell them, when it's too late or when you're at the checkout line or whatever. So notify your credit card company if nothing else. So you can kind of kill 2 birds with one stone, asking for discounts and telling them, where you're going, at least if you're going international. And then number 5, this is also something you did in Thailand, but we don't really do this regularly. But it's a good idea to write down important numbers or have them handy.
A photocopy of the front and backs of your credit cards, your ID, and passport.
Could you say that again? Because I don't know if they heard me.
Keep copies of your ID, passport, and credit cards, front and back, because it will have all of your credit card numbers and the phone numbers that you need to call in case you lose your credit card.
Right. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can hear her. The engines are kind of loud.
So you keep doing it in your head like this.
I know, because I can't hear you, and I'm sitting right next to you.
It's because you can't hear.
I can hear. Ow! Huh. Did you see that? She was poking me. She has long fingernails, and she's stabbing me in my elbow. That's not a tip. You don't stab husbands with elbows.
Anyways, we're messing up the video again.
All right. So when am I not messing up the video?
So number 5 is basically keep copies front and back of your credit cards and your ID or passport
Because
with
if they
someone back home that you know the phone number of, so that if you lose everything in a foreign country, you can call that number because you've memorized it. They can give you the information that you need to cancel those cards and get access to money.
Or even, domestically, if you lost something very, very important, you would know exactly what number to call, all the specific numbers, everything that you have tied into those accounts. It's a very low-tech tip, but can save you a lot of time and a lot of frustration. If, something does happen, and it's Murphy's Law, inevitably, the husband will say something that will get him poked in the elbow by very sharp fingernails.
What? That was a little bit too high there, so you can see the nails. I have to go lower, like that.
Anyway, I'm surprised that the quality of the video may not be spectacular, but as I said, we're streaming this live video over the web.
Yeah, let's give them a shot of the
We did.
again. Kawaii.
That's what we're staring at on the other side. Over there, over yonder, beyond the sailboats and the diving vessels, and
over yonder ways.
well, and there was whales that were breaching over there
Yeah, there
just
were
a few minutes ago.
Lots of whales having fun over there, but we were too far away to see it.
Did you say pods of whales?
Yes, there were 2 pods.
Is that what they're called? Pods?
2 pods.
Are there any iPods of whales? Do whales listen to iPods?
In your world, they do.
Yes, they do. And my world has an email address, chris@pirillo.com, if you have any tips you'd like to share with the rest of the community, whether we're on vacation or not, whether it's vacation-related tips, technology-related tips, credit-related tips, we'll take them all. And then, of course,
I prefer the non-techie ones, actually.
Well, I do too, because I've got kind of the tech stuff handled. I've got
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're an expert?
I didn't say I was an expert, but I got it handled.
Okay.
Anyway, almost.
He's an expert. We all know that.
Not really. Any old way. We've been streaming live video from our cabin here on the cruise ship. But even if we haven't been streaming video, other people in our community have because we've got it open. This chat room, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're typically talking tech, and usually I am at home. I'm not really on vacation. This is the first vacation we've ever live streamed.
It is.
Kind of neat. It's just a first.
Very cool.
But anyway, if you'd like to stop by and say hello, you can just open up your web browser and stop by live.pirillo.com. You do it.
You do it.
No, Ponzi, you do
It's
it.
your thing.
No, you do it.
You said I did it
Yeah.
wrong last time.
Because you
You
just
do it.
just
You do it. They'll do it for us.
Okay, I'll do it, then you say
Wildcat
it.
did
I'll
it.
do it, and you say it.
We'll E you later. That looks like a 3 instead of an E.
No, looks like an E.